Mic off. Mic on.
Alrighty, and welcome to my first stream with the new Microsoft Flight Sim. Let me just have a look. So it's reckoning my bit rate's okay. Hopefully, we should be good. So, let's go on to the 2 seconds. Let me just finish setting up. I'm getting in front of myself here. Let me finish setting up my Stream Deck hotkeys just so I can switch scenes a little bit easier. Where are we? Streamlabs scene. So this one is. I'm just gonna have to restart my Stream Deck software. Not be a second. And then we will jump right in. Stream Deck. Right, we're back in business, I think. Yep, there we go. So, Right, I believe all that is set up. So we will go into the live scene. Let me just paste this so I have some kind of view account on the screen. There we go. That's more like it. Right, so I did purchase this through Steam, and there's a few issues at the moment which put my teeth back in, the developers are well aware of, and it's we've only got the basic, so I purchased the premium deluxe version as well as many other people, but we only have the base game at the moment. And when you go into Marketplace, it's on the owned, it's not showing that we own anything, and it's still wanting to charge us extra. So we will be flying with the base game initially. So our maiden flight, we're not taking the Airbus because I've not had a play around with those, and I'm currently using controller. So we're going to take the Cessna. Let's put the propellers on, and we're going to take the 172 as I have a good idea on how to fly that plane. And we're going to fly out of some local airports and do a quick VFR flight. I'm not going to fly online or anything. Like I said, it's the first proper flight. I sort of launched the simulator, launched into Innsbruck initially just to make sure all the settings for the graphics and everything worked, which they seem to be alright. I left it as what like the system thought would be a good setting for me, which is high. I'm quite impressed. I probably can squeeze a little bit more performance out of it, but we'll leave it at high for now and see how it performs. We'll have live weather on, but I think I'll take off the live traffic initially until we get a good feel for the simulator, and then we'll do some proper flights. And hi Birdwings, how's it going? Thanks for dropping into the stream. So, come to see my first flight here on the new Microsoft Flight Sim. I don't know if you heard what I was just saying, but I do have the premium deluxe version, but at the moment there's a few issues on Steam where it's not showing that you've purchased it, and the developers are looking into it. But we're going to do a quick flight from one of my local airports, so we're going to go from Doncaster. When it lets me type, Doncaster, which is this one. And we're going to go from Doncaster, runway 20, yep, that sounds good. So, and we're going to fly to a local, EGNM, which is Leeds Bradford, a nice short hop. It's planning runway 14, it's probably going to be a crosswind. So roughly 16 minutes is what it's reckoning. That's planned flight conditions. So we're gonna off on there. We'll put. We don't want air traffic on, but we'll have live time and weather. That's all right. Can you fly with program, please, when possible? And your firm currently here right now would mean a lot. The code is. Yeah, we'll do this quick flight, and then I'll have a look. We'll load into Lithuania. That's not a problem. So this flight is roughly about 15-20 minutes. VFR. It's an area I know well, since as though I live in Yorkshire. Doncaster is literally next door to me. and Leeds is just up the road. So what we'll plan on doing is flying out of Doncaster over towards Barnsley, which then will give us chance to fly up towards Leeds following the M1, and then up towards like the M62. If there's anybody from England watching, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Right, that looks all good, so we can do that. Can you do it over my hometown, please? Right, so requests. Right, well, first of all, we're just going to do this quick flight here from one of my local airports. It's literally 16, so it'll be about 20 minutes because we're not going to fly direct. We're going to fly out here to the west first, over my hometown, which is round about here, and then we're going to fly up towards Leeds and see what that airport looks like. So let's launch the sim. I'm currently flying on controller as my trusty old joystick, about 15 years old, has just decided to die on me, which is a bit of a pain. But I am looking at getting the honeycomb yoke for Christmas, so for now I'm just going to put with a controller. I might get myself a cheap joystick, but yeah, we're going to fly this, and then we're going to fly out to Lithuania for Birdwings. Just have a look quick round there, and then yeah, we can definitely go to Vancouver. One of the issues I've got at the moment is I purchased on Steam. I do have the Deluxe Premium, but there's a bit of an issue on Steam at the moment where you're not getting any of the content you paid for. So, and I believe Vancouver is one of the add-on airports, which is a little bit of a pain. But we'll just have to use the box standard airport to start with. But, so, Doncaster, let's have a quick look around. I'm not showing all the controls at the moment. Ooh, that's a little bit jumpy. Right, so Doncaster, I'm looking out of a window, and that weather says live weather. Doesn't look what it looks like out of my window at the moment. I don't live in Doncaster. I live about 20 miles away. Yeah, not 100% sure that's correct, but seems to be alright. I keep getting an odd frame jump. I don't know if that's it seems to have smoothed out. And I think it will while it was. I suppose it's while it's downloading the scenery, since it streams a lot of the scenery. I've started with engine running and everything. I keep trying to go to explain controls and using the numpad to reset my view, whereas I've got a view on the analog stick. Right, when you're going to fly off runway 19 and go straight to the city. Yes, I will do. Right, let's get airborne, get this flight out of the way, and then we can see. So I'm wondering if that's automatically programmed the navigation in. It looks like it has. That's quite nice. So you don't have to program nav. Right, so suppose if we release parking brake, if I can remember how to release parking brake. I can't. Right, there we go. Those two. That's parking brake released. And then we'll increase throttle. And we'll see if I've adjusted the sensitivity a little bit on the roll and Avalon controls, because it was very, very sensitive. So off we go. Yep, the rudder control is a little bit sensitive on the joystick, on the controller as well. And so there's 60 knots, so we'll start to be. Oh, yep, it's very sensitive indeed. Yeah, it's like all or nothing sort of thing on the controller. That definitely needs looking at. Right, well, we're airborne. We'll follow runway heading initially, and then we'll turn to the west. Just try keeping on that runway heading. Then we'll start adding a little bit of trim just to keep that nose up. We'll trim the nose up, hopefully. There we go. So for bait, yep, that nose is climbing a little bit too aggressively. Nope. retrim. Yeah, it seems like input control from the controller is a little bit on the laggy side. Let's have a look. We're bouncing all down. Right, so we've left the
Golf Sierra Alpha, did you hear my last transmission?
Oh, and I think we've got air traffic control, which we don't want. But we're going to turn to the west now, and we're going to head out. See if we can do this VFR. So ideally, we want to be about 2,000 feet is what we're going to climb to, and then we'll level out. It's literally perfectly west. Should take us pretty much back over Doncaster.
Sierra Alpha, acknowledge last transmission.
I've got a funny feeling that's some easy. Golf Sierra Alpha, yeah, that's me what it's trying to talk to, but I don't want ATC on at the moment. Let's have a look. Let's try and get this nose down a bit.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha, you are leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
There we go. Okay, so that's Doncaster in front of us. Let's see if we can get this trim set up right. It seems to be bouncing all over the place. But yeah, yeah, the scenery looks kind of nice, especially when you're used to having to download loads of awful tiles to be able to get this level of scenery from X-Plane. Looks good, looks good. 2,000 feet, so we'll try and level out and we'll head out to the west. So it should be Doncaster city centre, should be down there somewhere. And I'm going to connect to VATSIM. I believe it is VATSIM ready. I'm not going to connect to VATSIM just yet.
Alpha ATC services terminated.
Until I get used to the sim. Very confident on X-Plane on VATSIM. But yeah, just while I get used to the sim, I'm going to stay on VATSIM for now. But I believe it is VATSIM ready. Right, so that is Doncaster down there. Let's just trim down again a little bit. Reduce the throttle a bit. Probably not that much. About 70%. Oops. Just cut the throttle completely there. There we go. That's about right. So yes, so that is Doncaster. Right, let me get my bearings now. Hopefully we can right. Is that the M8? I believe that's the M18. Got a good airspeed and everything now. So, M18. Now is that the A1? I'm so confused. That's Doncaster. Should be. Oh, you can see a tile join there. Ah, here we are. So that down there, that must be the A1 there. So it should be a roundabout. Or is that the main road into Doncaster? external view so we can have a look around. Let's do again meet your expectations. Well, this is my first flight. So up to now, you know, it looks pretty nice, to be fair. I think in the trailer it's going to look a lot better because, you know, the settings are going to be on full. This is on high at the moment. I've not tried it on much higher settings initially. I just want to get a feel for the simulator. This camera angle's a bit weird, but when you if you compare this to X-Plane, you know, you don't get this level of scenery out of just out of the box sort of thing. Okay, so that should go down to a roundabout, yeah. So that's roundabout into Doncaster. So we're going to follow this road here. Let's just get back inside the plane. And we want to follow this road. So that's Mar there. There's Mar Lodge down there. Just a nice little carvery. And if we follow this road, this should take us into Barnsley. That road down there, believe it or not, is Barnsley Road. So yeah, I think you know, it's a bit disappointing at the moment. So I've bought through. So who's this? Who's asking? Spartan. Yeah, so Spartan. The disappointing thing at the moment is, so I purchased through Steam, which many other people did, and I purchased the Premium Deluxe Edition, and there's a massive issue at the moment where it's not giving us our Premium Deluxe content. So we've literally got the basic game, but paid for Premium Deluxe. The devs are aware, and they are looking into it, so hopefully that will be fixed very shortly. Yeah, I see what you said. Yeah, the yellow fields look a little bit on the luminous side there, don't they? I mean, this time of year, you know, they are just starting to harvest the fields, but yeah, they do look a little bit on the bright side, don't they? So this should be Goldthorpe. So that brightness of the race, yeah, but yeah, they do look a little bit on the yellow side, those. That's Manders over there. So yeah, so we're getting some kind of visual reference now. I've got a good idea where I am. One thing I am on, so what I would say is I'm on live weather. Looking outside, right, so where I'm flying now, I'm probably about 5 or 6 miles away from where I live. And this is not the weather what I'm seeing outside. This is definitely not the weather what I'm seeing outside. Here it looks like we're pretty much blue skies. See, those clouds over there look more like it. It's drizzly, it's grey, it's damp. It's definitely not sunny like this. Definitely not sunny. Now let's have a look. Going to quick external view. Seems we've got trim looking something like. Yes, that's Goldthorpe. So we need to move this camera angle's really weird. So we need to be going to the right a little bit now. And then we'll start our north heading out over to Leeds. Once we find Barnsley Centre, which should technically have got a little bit closer. That's Goldthorpe. Don't know where that is. May have been too far. Very strange. I think I've come a little bit too far. So I should find the M1. I've seen sometimes it glitches. Double check the view. Yeah, it's definitely. So the add-ons everybody's experiencing at the moment. You go into it, it's still trying to charge you to repurchase it. So, but like I said, they are aware of the issues. I think it's probably to do with the your Microsoft account and your Steam account, they've probably not linked to your email addresses, or if you're using a different email address on Steam, something like that. So I imagine they're just going to recalibrate all that for us. But like I said, they are aware, so hopefully that should. Can you see your house? Is it just a blur? I'm not 100% sure. I'm just trying to find. I believe I'm coming into Barnsley Centre here. If I can find out exactly where I am, I should be able to fly pretty much over my house. But I don't think, I think it'll be a little bit blurry. I think it'll be auto-gen scenery, so I think let's go external and see if we can just work out exactly where I am. Should have a good idea, surely. So yeah, I think it's definitely auto-generated concrete. Very much sense to be fair. I thought that'd be alright. That is where am I located? Yeah, that's it. Well, it was just big maps, so you'd imagine that you would be able to see your house, or pretty much, you know, you'd be able to see your street, and you get the shape of your streets and sort of things around you. Definitely. See, I've got Orbix scenery for X-Plane. And when you fly out towards, it was a little bit of a purple glitch there. That's the end of a tile. Yeah, I was saying I've got Orbix scenery for X-Plane, and you know, when I fly over my house here, you can sort of make out where your house is. But the auto-gen scenery is not as good in X-Plane. So on this, I'd probably make it look a little bit more like your house, I think. Right, so we'll get back on flight plan, and we'll head into Leeds, and we'll see if we can get this landed in one piece. Hopefully we can. Trying to work out actually. Maybe let me just go back and stir up. So it could very well be. Strange. Anyway, my house is now to hotel everywhere there. Nice few Irish coming in. Oh, is that a little rainbow in front of us there? I can see. So now we'll start to head northwest. So that, I believe, is the M1, which is pretty much what we follow all the way up towards Leeds. Industrial estate down there. I'm trying to think what industrial estate would be around there. Not 100% sure. So as we head into Leeds, it looks like we could hit some rain, and it's probably going to be a bit blustery. Normally it is. So it shouldn't take us too much longer now to get up into Leeds. Let's see. flight path. I mean, to be fair, it does look pretty nice. They could have made the roads. I wonder how up to date with maps are, because Google Maps. Yeah, that's the problem, I suppose. We're using like a streaming map service. Some parts of the world are probably going to be more updated than others. I know if you look on like Google Maps, if I look on my street, to be fair, it has been recently updated. But yeah, I think it's probably a good couple of years old now. And I know Bing Maps seems to be a little bit further behind. I think Bing Maps is more up to date if you fly in the US. I mean, to be fair, like that now looks pretty good, to be fair. Just fly over this golf course, you know that. I mean, on the stream it might not look as good, but you know, on my main display, it does look pretty nice, to be fair. Put it this way, it looks a hell of a lot better than X-Plane's basic scenery, definitely. And definitely close, but then as you get further away, if you look into the distance, it is quite blurry. I'm not sure if there's a setting where you can adjust like how far back. I wonder if you can go to 51 knots, but yeah, because you fly over anyway, to be fair. Right, so we're heading into Leeds Centre here now, and it looks like we're going to fly directly into some rain, which is typical for this part of England. So keep an eye out and see if we can see the runway. We'll try holding 2,000 feet. We'll start slowing down. We're probably going to have a bit of a dodgy landing. Like I said, I'm flying with this PS4 controller and sensitivity is crazy. Rudder controls on the left and right triggers, so so things could go a little bit south. So Leeds Centre is just about underneath us. We'll have a quick external view. I mean, you know, like that looks cool with it. We have got the rain coming in over the hills and all that sort of thing. Like, you know, that looks amazing. It does look really good like that. I can see rain there in that bit. That looks fantastic. So going down Korean ground is on a really good border building to there. Yeah, like I said, I think it depends on, like I say, it's Bing Maps, so it all depends really on what satellite imagery they have. Missions, there's like landing missions and stuff, so there's challenges. So yeah, you can definitely do them. I imagine we're going to add things to that as well as the game progresses. So I think at the moment there's like a live challenge, so it's like a featured challenge. So I imagine they'll change that up, you know, on like a week basis. So that's sort of like, I suppose, it's not really like a career, or not, nothing I can see at the moment. But you know, as soon as though it will connect to VATSIM, you know, so you'd be able to join a virtual airline. So on X-Plane I fly for TUI Virtual, so do TUI flights on VATSIM live. So that's sort of like your career, because you know, you get your air miles in, all that sort of thing. So I imagine you'll be able to do that. Right, so let's just zoom in a little bit now as because we're not going to, is that the runway there? That looks like the runway there, so let's reset the view. And reduce the power of it, because we're going to be a little bit high otherwise. Quite impressed actually with the trim there, so I managed to get that plane trimmed and I literally didn't use any inputs at all, so like flight itself. Let me just quick turn that off and we could do with our landing lights, beacon lights snow lights and strobe lights, everything of those should be on. I keep pressing 5 on the numpad thinking it's explained. Right, here we go. How am I going to see people on that? So if you're an X-Plane 11, use it. So what happens is, on VATSIM, it uses 2 minutes. Let me just concentrate on this landing because this is going to get a little bit rough. I'm a little bit high. I've got way too much speed. Let's get the flaps down. It should hopefully help a little bit. And we'll try fetching this in nicely. And then I'll discuss how VATSIM works if you're unsure. Oh, that's
500.
a bit better. .700 vertical feet a minute. So we just need to slow that down. 500, so that's about right. And we're aiming for the big marker touchdown zone. I'm using a controller at the moment, so that's why I'm bouncing all over. And we'll cut power there. Hopefully. Oh, and I'll take that. I will take that. And we're braking. Not bad for my first landing on MSFS 2020. Yeah, I'm using PS4 control at the moment because my joysticks decided to die on me, which isn't ideal. So we'll just get off the runway, which will turn off just down here. Keep braking. Hopefully we'll make this turn. We'll get parked up, and then we will swing. Is weather up to so. This weather, what I'm seeing now, is more like what weather I'm seeing outside. But I live, well, I'm about 20 miles away from Leeds. Fire engine, don't need that. We'll park in this. We'll park next to this GA aircraft here. I think it's a little bit behind. You know, these clouds here, what we've got in Leeds at the moment in the sim, are what's over my house now, so it's probably about 15-20 minutes behind on the weather, but you know, this is definitely what it feels like outside. A bit grey, a bit murky, a bit drizzly. Right, let's park up here. Is this bloke coming to see us, or is it just going to walk into the plane? It's probably just going to walk into the plane. Right, first flight completed. Iceland does the controls for some of the flying planes in GTA are completely different. Well, GTA, that's going to feel completely different since that's a game and this is a sim. So on initial thoughts, feels very much like X-Plane controls, to be fair, on the definitely on the Cessna. A little bit more sensitive, but I think that's just because I'm using a controller, and I normally use my joystick in X-Plane, but like I say, it's decided to die on me. So yeah, definitely, you know, feels very much like a flight sim. The people are so stiff. Yeah, at least they move. If you're new to flight simming, and definitely like X-Plane 11, the people are static. They're like cardboard cutouts. So anything is better than what we're used to at the moment. Yeah, I'm sure, you know, there'll be updates, especially as third-party developers start to produce things of a sim. We will see, you know, the flight sim community is really, really good. Definitely sort of like X-Plane, P3D. You know, developers make absolutely loads and loads of add-ons for flight sims. So once people get the teeth into this, I think we'll see some really, really good stuff. So, as we're saying, so for VATSIM, what happens is you connect to their network, and then it sort of So you tell that sim what plane you're flying in, and then it generates a thing from what's called a CSL file. So it's like a 3D model, so it won't look exactly, for everybody in the sim, it won't look exactly the same. It depends which sim you're flying into what you see. And what it does is it uses their network to place other planes in your world, in your sim, that there'll be models. So I imagine in Microsoft Flight Sim, it will use the Microsoft Flight Sim models to draw the other aircraft. So if somebody's flying, 737, it will use a 737 model in Microsoft Flight Sim to place them. If the plane is not available, it normally uses a generic plane. So, like in generic, it may draw like the Cessna example. What's that? No, that's FSX. What? Oh yeah, I think we're talking about the, what are we talking about here? Why is the chat not loading on here? I know why, it's because you're chatting on YouTube, aren't you? I've got my chat loaded up for Twitch. Let me just get this chat loaded up for YouTube. Let's have a look. Dashboard. And then we will load into one of the airports what you was asking for. My stream. Let's have a look. Live chat. Here we are. Right. So now I can actually see chat as well. That will be better. Hopefully. We're live. I believe I am already live. It doesn't seem to be showing that I'm live for some reason. Right, so EYPA next. Right, let's go then. So how do we travel to? Oh no, don't want to do that. How do we go to a location? We're just going to settings to end that. How do we end this flight? Escape. Main menu. There we go. Yep. Continue. I wonder why my YouTube Studios decided that it thinks that I'm not live for some reason. But I am. Let me go to my channel. See, it says live now. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Runway 19 and then straight ahead. So that's what we will do. Let me just mute myself on there so I don't get. Let's have a look. So what is it? EYPA. EYPA. Runway 19. Yeah, and straight ahead. So what we'll do is we'll fly back in as well. EYPA. So we'll just do a quick circuit, and we'll stay in the Cessna. Flight conditions, live weather is what we will have. Fly. Right, let's have a look then, see how this looks like. So we'll fly out here, we'll do a quick circuit, we'll see if we can land smooth without breaking anything again, and then I'm going to go and make myself a coffee, have a look at, see if we've worked out what's going on yet with our premium content, and we will go to Vancouver. Was it Vancouver what you was wanting? And we'll have a look at Vancouver. Yeah, you can see sort of like while it's loading, I suppose that's why it's preloading all the scenery, and then it slowly gets better and better. Max altitude, right. I'd fly soon. We'll have a quick look around first, shall we? Not sure about how do you change the camera into a 3 camera. I need to have a look at all of the settings to be able to have a look to get on like 3 camera settings sort of thing. Right, so let's get on our way. Flaps, let's just let's remove those. Flaps are up. Weather's pretty accurate. Yeah, I'm wondering if, because then it had gone on to like custom weather, so I'm wondering if my weather settings randomly changed before I set off. Either that or, like I say, it maybe just be a slight delay. Right, so we're going straight ahead, are we? Let's get some throttle on. Let's release parking brake. There we go. Try holding it on centerline on the rudder. Like I say, it's very difficult with these analog triggers. Oh, yep, see, it goes from either nothing or everything, so we end up all over. Just a little bit better. Right, 60 knots, so let's get airborne. So then literally straight ahead, did you say? Right, so you're going to have to be my navigation aid in the chat. We'll climb around about 70 knots, we'll aim for a climb out. Level off at about, I'll get up to about 1500 feet and then we'll try to trim for leveling off and then we'll head towards the city and see Inamarket going off. You will see us say, okay, so there's that. So right, so we'll head out towards the coast then, and then we'll fly down the coast. Let's start to trim. For 1200 feet looks about right. Let's try getting that to keep level. Hopefully. Is this the city we're talking about? I think there we go. So there you are. There's your city. We'll head out over, let's do a quick external view. So there's the beach. Does that look pretty accurate? I'll let you decide if that's accurate or not. I mean, the sea does look great. The sea looks fantastic.
Technical Sierra Alpha, please acknowledge.
Oh, and I've got ATC talking to me again, but I'm not going to reply because I'm a rebel like that. Hi there, Living Aviation. How's it going? Thanks for dropping by. So Birdwings, does that look pretty accurate then? Hopefully it does. I wouldn't have a clue. It's not somewhere I've ever been.
Technical Sierra Alpha, did you hear my last transmission?
I wonder how you can get ATC to shut up. ATC, can we turn them off? Yeah, acknowledge. Right, we'll turn back round then and we'll fly back in. So we'll do a circuit around the airport. There's a couple of things missing, like a bridge, but it's one of those crafted. Yeah, so I know there's a fair few. I don't think they've crafted any bridges in the entire world, apart from any areas, obviously, where you get the uncrafted airports. Like for example, in Edinburgh, so the Forth Bridge, which is pretty, you know, it's like a bit of an iconic bridge, I suppose. It's a road bridge, but then at the side of it, there's a railway bridge as well, what crosses over. And that's not in the game as well. I've seen somebody else streaming around the area, and it's definitely not there. So, you know, those might come at a later date. I think they have pushed the game out as quick as they possibly could. Sim, I should say, to be fair. So there's the runway. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fly downwind, and then we'll turn final. Although I'm saying that I've got a slight headwind, so we can probably just fly straight in from this side, to be fair. Let's do that. Let's reduce throttle down a bit. We'll see if we can make a nice landing again. It looks too close to the airport. I think in fact it's probably correct for the distance. Things look a little bit different from from the air. Things can always seem a lot closer from up here. They're normally pretty accurate, these, especially with it going on, with it using global maps. I think we're a tad high, and we're a bit quick, to be fair. Let's get the flaps down. Just to help us slow down a bit. Take that throttle
500.
right down now, because yeah, we're definitely a little bit high. Oh, the Pappies seem to think we're a bit low, but what is it? No, we ain't any Pappies. No. Yeah, we're definitely coming in a little bit hot. We're probably going to float a bit. See if we can get down. Nice, 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 nice. Not too shabby. Look right before the airport, it's pretty accurate. Good, yeah, it's nice that the scenery is accurate. And let's see, can we make this turn? 20 knots, probably a little bit quick. Ooh, let's try not to tip the plane. A little bit creaky there. And we'll get parked up again at the side of these GA aircraft. Just slow it down a little bit more. Right, so there's another request coming in, take off or land at Leicester Airport. Right, let's just park up. So we're going to take a quick trip over to Vancouver and then Dulwich. Yes, let's get back into the UK. Birdwings, can't wait to get back to Ireland and try this out. Yeah, like when I first downloaded, like, so before obviously I came live on stream, I tested, like, did a quick load into an airport, made sure all the graphics and everything worked. And at first I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, and I've been in the air a couple of times getting used to the controls. It feels kind of nice. It's just a shame with the, like I said, with the Premium Deluxe sort of thing. I mean, I've not played about with any visual settings yet. I've just left it as what it's for default. So you could probably like you know, the cars look a little bit boxy, you know, a little bit blurry on the textures here. I didn't want to push the graphics to start with. Let's change Leicester to East Midlands. Yeah, we can go to East Midlands, definitely. I've flown out of East Midlands a fair few times. I've flown into East Midlands a few times in X-Plane, and I have the Orbix East Midlands on X-Plane, which is something I want to have a look at, because at the moment Orbix are doing a discount for people who's already got scenery packages for X-Plane. And I own East Midlands, so hopefully they'll port that over to Microsoft Flight Sim. I know they've already done Leeds Bradford, which I'll get to see if I probably can, to be fair. Shall we have a quick look before we load in? Graphics settings, general. Let's have a look. Graphics. Let's see then what we got. Buildings. Let's put that to ultra. See if that makes any difference whatsoever to the frame rate. Frame rate still seems like it's... Oh, hold up, what's going on with my screen? 2 seconds while my other monitor just decided to die on me. What's going on here? There we go, that's more like it. So I've boosted that up to ultra. Let me have a look on the controls and see how we get into a different view. Camera, how do you go into slew mode? How do you toggle slew mode on and off? Y. There we go. So if we press Y. Oops. Oh no, I don't want to do that. No. It's not slow mode what I want. It's drone camera. That's the one. Depth of field. Top down view. So how do you toggle drone camera on and off is a question. Toggle plane controls, drone lock mode, follow mode. Is that so? Is it the tab? Is that what we press? We have to get an external view. Oops. Nope, that's not working. See, I think Y is that's the mode switches, cockpit, control insert. There we go. Aha. So that turns it round. That looks up and down. Here we go, I think. Is that moving? How do you change the altitude up and down? Is a question. Oh my lord. Which way can I depart from? Oh, where's the road gone? There's no road there. Let's just get back into this view. So we've just been to Lithuania. Yeah, Vancouver. That's where we're going to go now, and then we'll go to East Midlands. Home. Oops, no, I don't want to do that. We want to go main menu, continue, and I'll have a look at the settings for the camera later, because that looks so confusing at the moment. So where are we going? We're going to Vancouver, which I believe is in this list up here somewhere. Toronto. Is it? It's not Toronto, is it? It's C. Is it CYYZ? Is that the one? Nope, that's Toronto. What? Why is the search not working? That's the one, CYVR. That's the one. Are we just gonna fly to what? CZBB. CZBB. How far is that? That's literally like a 4-minute flight. Should we do that? Take off and then fly back in there? Yeah, that sounds good to me. And we'll see what the buildings look like now they're on Ultra, and then we'll up the objects. See if we can still get a decent frame rate. If you're enjoying the stream and you want to catch more, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you use Twitch, so I tend to stream mainly on Twitch. I'm using dual streaming at the moment, so I'm streaming to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Yeah, follow on Twitch would be very much appreciated. I'm aiming for my 50 followers, which then I'm going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway, a bit of merchandise. Yeah, EMA to Leicester Airport, maybe in a Cessna, and that would be a short flight. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's a good idea actually, that, yeah. East Midlands to Leicester. Ooh.
Vancouver Tower, Cessna Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf,
And it's
Sierra
dark.
Alpha at runway 26
Do we
left,
want
ready for takeoff,
real
south
time or
departure.
do we want to change that? Let's change that. How do I change? Can I change it in the flight? Let's I don't know if you can change the time and that while you're in a flight, or if you have to reload it. Here we go. Data connection, bring the graphics on, bandwidth, all that sort of thing is all okay. Nope, don't look like you can. Yeah, you can. Just don't know how at the moment. There's got to be a way of doing it in general. It's got to be in here somewhere. Graphics display mode. Flight model. Yeah, I've got it capped at 60 because the monitor I'm using at the moment is just a 60 Hz monitor, so increasing the frame rate is a little bit pointless at the moment. Did it save that as Ultra? Yes it is. Yes it is. It's definitely the bar that shows. So we need to go ready to fly. Oh wow. It's the first time I've seen it in the dark actually. And that looks nice. Yeah, definitely looks nice. Anyway. Weather. There we go, look. Live weather. No, we want time. Where's the time? So we can just drag that across. Oh, shall we do a early morning sunrise? Yeah, that looks nice. GPU do I have? So I've got the it's the RX 570 XT. It's the Asus ROG version, so overclocked. 8 GB. So I'm quite impressed that it's doing really well, to be fair. There's a little bit of a stutter if you move around pretty quick. Yeah, overall, let's see if we can boost the graphics a little bit more. What else do we have on here? So we've got terrain vector data, quality of vector data, oceans, lakes, rivers and roads, trees. Suppose we could put those to ultra. Grass and bushes to ultra. Shall we try that? See what that looks like. Stuff feels pretty smooth. Right, let's get in the air then. So X 590 overclocked. Yeah, the RX 570, to be fair, for the price compared to like a GeForce, like RTX, it holds its own pretty well, to be fair. Objects, that's for one. Objects, let's have a quick look and then we'll get airborne. Do we have objects? Objects, level of detail. So that's set at 100%. So if we go 110%, I suppose, and we'll try that. Still feels pretty smooth. Right, let's get airborne then. So RPM, nice, there we go. So we're going to take off and we're going to swing out to the left. It's awful trying to use this rudder. I definitely need some rudder pedals because that is so twitchy. It's unreal how twitchy that is. Let's get airborne. It's miles easier once you're in the air. There we go. Nice. Nice. Let me just get a little bit of trim in there so we climb. Get a quick external view before we get too high. There we go, out of Vancouver. We're supposed to follow the...
I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Yeah, we don't care with air traffic control. We're getting blown off to the side a little bit already there. Nice, full speed. Right, let's get back in the cockpit. And just as we leave the threshold here, the question is Vancouver. Question is, yeah, this is Vancouver. Right, so make a left turn here now. Fly nice and low, because this is a really short flight as well, so we're just going to turn down and we'll fly downwind down the runway, so you can see what the airport looks like from above, and then we'll head on our way. So we should be pretty much parallel with the runway. There it is, look. And we'll just get a bit of trim in. Reduce the throttle down a bit. So at the moment it's, I believe, yeah, it's generated. I'm pretty sure though, or is it now, it's Toronto, isn't it, what's included in the deluxe pack. So yeah, it's generated airport, I believe. Looks a little bit blocky at the moment, that. Don't know if that's to do with the... So I've increased the textures and it looks worse. That could be something to do with the graphics drivers, perhaps. There's those clouds there in the mountains. Yep, that looks kind of nice. As we leave the airport here. I imagine, you know, so like, you can imagine, you know, when we get into some bigger planes, once I actually get my 787 and we get nice and high, you know, these textures are going to look fantastic. It looks a little bit better out of this side, doesn't it? The lighting and everything is really, really good though, like volumetric lighting. That's fantastic, right? So we're pretty much on course. And I believe that's the runway down there, what we're going to be landing on. Yep, it is. So pretty much straight ahead. Nice short one, and then before we jump it, what I'll do is I'll load into East Midlands. And then I'll go quick make myself a coffee and we'll make a short hop to Leicester. Reduce that fall down a little bit more. And trim for a slight pitch down, not that far down. There we go, looks about right. I believe that's the runway anyway. I hope that's the runway. So that's where I'm heading to. So we're going to flop the sales max and flight clear as a flop. Yeah, no, I think, you know, like I said, so the feeling of the flight, especially this Cessna 172, feels pretty realistic. Believe it or not, I have actually flown a 172 and a 152 Cessna, and you know, and this is holding pretty well. So once you've got the aircraft trimmed, it pretty much holds. It just bounces around a little bit as it's different air. So you know that feels pretty immersive. Right, let's start to reduce the power a little bit. Not too much power reduce, so let's just trim for a slight more nose up. Now we've took the power off. Is the sim loud enough on stream as well? I've not actually listened to see what the sound's like. Hopefully it is. And not too loud. It's one of the things that I've completely forgot to check. But pretty sure it's alright because nobody's complained as of yet. So, nice. Incoming. Yeah, I need to look at all the settings for controls to like freeze the. I know you can do like a live pause, can't you, on this? But I need to have a look at all the buttons. Sim audio on your mic. Oh, nice, good. I did turn the sim volume down ever so slightly for the stream. Sometimes it can be pretty loud. It sounds alright in my ear, but what I can hear and what you can hear is two different things. Right, let's not concentrating here at all, so I'm coming in too high, too fast. Let's get the flaps down to really get some speed off now, because yeah, this is probably not going to go as well as the other landings. Let's dive a little bit. Oh, it's displaced threshold there, so we should be alright, to be fair. Need to watch that airspeed doesn't drop too low too early. Let's pitch up a bit, get some airspeed off. see if we can butter it in. Oh, nah, not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, that rudder control really needs sorting out. That is awful. Slow it down. On to 20 knots, and then we'll just roll off here to the left. I like the immersion of the seat squeaking and stuff as well. Sounds really realistic, especially in these old birds. These old birds, Cessnas are right workhorses. These really good. I'm not sure if there's somewhere to actually park the aircraft around here. Slow it down. See what the textures look like here. Flaps back up. Yeah. Looks nice. Sun's just coming up there. Very nice. Cool. Right. So I will. Oh, that does look pretty good, to be fair. You can't complain at that, can you? You really can't complain at that. Beautiful. Right, instead of being mesmerised by the views here, I'll load into East Midlands. Like I say, I'm going to go make myself a quick coffee because I was like a kid at Christmas last night. Plus, believe it or not, it's my birthday today, so this is a fantastic birthday present bought by my, let's see if Marketplace has sorted its out. I'm guessing I'm going to have to come out of the sim and go back in. But yeah, but so East Midlands, so that's saying like £13, but I can get that cheaper because I've already bought that. So I need to launch my Orbix Central and see how much. I think it's about £7 I pay for that. So I'm definitely going to be getting that. I may purchase the landmarks for London because that would be really nice, and get the London City Airport. So that's a very interesting approach. But yeah, all this needs sorting out because this is what I should have. Premium. Oh no, not that one. That one, Premium Deluxe, is what I should have. How come that one's more expensive than that one? But that's the one what. That's weird. Yeah, see, this is all messed up. It's all messed up. And then, ooh, what's these are? So there's some different airports. That airport looks really nice for 11 quid. Right, anyway, let's go back. Also, flight should be live weather and live time. Yeah, I'll definitely put it back to live weather and live time as we're back in the UK. So it's EGNX, isn't it, for East Midlands? Sure is. Runway 27. Flight conditions. Live. Shall we put some? Shall we put live data for traffic, so we've got some other traffic going about as well? We'll not have live players on. We'll just have live traffic on. East Midlands, and we're going to Leicester. Does anybody know what the airport code is for Leicester? I'm not sure. Don't start typing straight away for some reason. EGBG is the one. I was reckoning about 8 minutes. Live traffic too. I've put live traffic on. But I'm not going to do live players because there's probably thousands of people at the moment. It could be rather interesting. So that's alright. Live traffic, live weather and time and everything. And that's our flight. So that's, see, there's a United there flying over. Going from EGLL to KWR. It's a Boeing 753 and it's just 32,000 feet. That is pretty cool. I can do that. So I suppose you could do that and flight plan, so then you could follow the same flight. See if there's any other traffic flying about around here. Can't wait to get into Amsterdam. Great little flight there. Right, so we will taxi to this. Ramp 5. Do we have GA parking? So we'll go from there. So we'll be at gate, so we can do a little bit of a taxi in Cessna and Lord. Oh, 172, you want me to fly in? 2 seconds. Yeah, I am in the 172. Yeah, we'll aim for like 1,000 feet. Is what we'll fly. I'll just get loaded, and then like I said, I'm just gonna quick run and make myself a coffee, and we will definitely do a low flight. It's great flying over local areas, isn't it? Not sure if there's a 172 which hasn't got the glass cockpit, because that would be cool to fly using without the Garmin G1000. Oh, look at this nice misty weather. Let's wait for this to load up. Ready to fly. So to try and find my house. Yeah, that's definitely what we can do. Oh, we're cold and dark, so we can do a startup on. But before we start up, I'm going to go make myself a coffee. I will put. Let's see if I can work out how to. Let me just have a look on the drone camera. Drone camera. Attach drone to next target. How do we? Translate up is R. I'm sure that's what I pitched down them to. I'm sure that's what I pressed. Ah, there we go. So I'll put the view up here, so there's something for you to look at while I go and make myself my coffee. Can I turn it using this? Yes, so you see, so they've got Donington, so that's Donington Racetrack over there, so that's in. Obviously this airport is, so it's F and R to go up and down, that looks that way, that looks that way. But the airport itself, that's pretty accurate, I suppose. Yep, with the building over there. So that's pretty accurate, to be fair. Right. We'll leave it looking down the runway for now. Like so. Oh, no, not like that. No, what's going on there? So that takes you back to where it was. Don't want to do that. We'll leave it in sort of like that view there. I'll be right back when I've gone and made my coffee. So I'll leave it on that view for you, not be a moment.
Mic off. Mic on.
Alrighty, and I am back with my brew. Right, so let us jump into the cockpit. So we need to start the plane. So we need pilot heat on. We want the batteries on. We'll put the avionics on. Fuel pump on. We don't need that on. We can put the beacon light on. That's on full anyway. Those want to be on both. Brakes are on. So we should get an engine start, hopefully. If I remember, that should be all right. Yep. Perfect. So fuel pump now can go off. Put our nav lights on. And we'll put our taxi lights on. Right. Is that the last man? Hi there, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. So, we are doing a flight for Dillex at the moment. So, Dillex or Dillex, however you want me to pronounce it. Whereabouts are you wanting me to fly? If you want to try and find your house, as I leave East Midlands, so I'm going to be leaving East Midlands on runway, what's that? Is it 1? Runway 09, something like that. I can't remember which runway it is, but let's have a look. VFR map. Yeah, 09 into, yep, 09. Will I be needing to turn and follow the flight plan, or is your house located somewhere different? You'll have to let me know. Let's get taxiing initially, so we can zoom that in a little bit. So we've got our taxiway. So we're not going to push back. We're just literally going to spin round. Engine started. That's all good. That's all alright. We need, what do we need? We need to turn the parking brake off. There we go. It's good to have those actually work. I want a little bit of throttle. Just to get moving. Fly over Blabby. Is that? You're going to have to give me some kind of direction. Do I need to head over to Donington? Let's just reduce that throttle down a bit. Slow that down, this is pretty quick. So we're going to be taking off on runway 09. So that's a eastbound course. So is that the correct way which you need me to be going? Need to get a map up. So I need to do. Look up on Google Maps. Yep, I will do. Just give me a second. I will just get overshot that completely. Let's get lined up on the runway. Let's just park it for a second. Just going to have a look on Google Maps. Right, so that is there. Where's the airport? Where's Leicester Airport? That is a question. Leicester Airport's there. So, if I fly to the west of the airport and then come back in, that should be right. So we need to follow. So it's the M1, isn't it? So if I take off. from East Midlands and go, let's have a look, let's work it out how I need to go. So I need to get to the M1, which is literally at the end of the runway. So as I leave the runway, if I turn right, follow the M1 down past Leicester, that should be right. That's what we'll do. That is what we will do. Right, let's put on our beacon, can go on, taxi lights on, landing lights on, nav can go on, strobe lights are on. Should have changed itself automatic. Weird. Let's reset the camera view. Full throttle. And we'll see if we can do this VFR flight down to Leicester. This could be interesting. Let's pull into the opposite way now. Oop. Okay, let's get him on. Oop, nope, don't nosedive. A little bit dodgy there on the takeoff. Let's get some trimming. There we go, that's more like it. Not that much trim though. And we want to stay nice and low, so we're going to aim for about 1,000, 1,200 feet, somewhere around there. So that's 700 feet. What's that time in this game? Yep, good fun, all good fun. Right, so let's reduce the throttle a little bit, start leveling off. So the M1 is there, so we're going to make a right turn here, follow the M1 down. Go. So we'll keep the M1 to the right hand side of us, or attempt to keep it to the right hand side of us anyway. So zoom out to the range on here. So pretty much see where we're going. So there's East Midlands Airport. Let's just trim those down a bit. Oh, and we have a follow coming in there for Electric Field. Thank you very much for the follow. Hopefully you're enjoying what you see in here. Right, so follow the M1 down. I'll attempt to follow the M1. And then we'll see if Dilix can find their house. Once I've got the altitude held correctly. So I'm doing all this without using autopilot. I hope you're all impressed. Oh, sorry. What did I pronounce? Electric field off. Electrified. Sorry, I couldn't see there on the screen. My bad. Sorry about that. Electrified. How's it going? No withers whatsoever. Right. Is this low enough for you, Deluxe? Hopefully this is low enough for you. So is that the M1 there? I believe so. I'm going to just do the update for the game. Ooh! Have they released the update which fixes where we get our premium content? Is that what the update is? Hopefully it is, because at the moment I'm flying on the base game, but I've paid for Premium Deluxe, which is a bit annoying. Drone cam. Yeah, I'll stick it onto an external view actually. I'm just making sure I've sort of leveled out.
We're probably going to have to get a little bit more altitude. Right. So that's the M1 over there. Sorry, I'm going camera all over the place. Follow the M1 down a little bit further. Oh, dude, it's a 91 gig update. Wow, that is a big update. The entire game is 91 gig, isn't it? When I downloaded the initial game, it was. Oh, have you downloaded the installer? Yeah, so the initial game is 91 gig. 500 feet, rather low. So follow the M1 down till we get to Leicester. Let me just get Google Maps loaded up here as well at the same time. Actually, Apple Maps. And hopefully, we'll be able to work out whereabouts we are. If you see any I'll try. I'm taking requests. So at the moment, yeah, I'm trying to just get to a few different airports, just see what we like in different areas of the world. Now, see here, so the M1 definitely not covered by grass in real life. That's a little bit of an issue there. So roads are a little bit dodgy.
500.
Very much so. See the textures as they're trying to load. I wonder if that's one of my settings. I think there's something what you can change for road textures, which I probably need to change. Yeah, so if you would like me to fly out at a certain airport, let me know in the chat and we'll see what we can do. Just trying to. What I'll do is I'll slow down a little bit as well. Just trying to work out whereabouts we are. We should pretty much know when we get to Leicester because we'll see the city. Okay, so Quarry, does that ring a bell, Deluxe? Is that anywhere near you? That quarry there? Rainbow Mountains is kind of close to an airport. Yeah, we can do that definitely. That should look pretty epic, I would imagine. If you find out the airport and find the airport code out for me, that would help massively. And let's get back in the cockpit for now, just while we get a bit further down here. Just going to have a quick look at the map, see if I can see what the this quarry was. That's the quarry, so that's just Markfield. So a little bit further, so the M1 veers off to the left.
500.
It does. Oh, let's watch the altitude. See who's there, I don't think you're about. Yeah, no, I'm not yet. I've literally just gone past Markfield, so there's Thornton to the right, I believe. And Desford down here. Looks like we're going to hit a little bit of rain. Is it raining where you are, Deluxe? Because it looks like it is on here. So the M1. Getting thrown about a bit as well. It's back external. A little bit of a crosswind coming in there. See, so you can try and put up the camera to see the crosswind there. Just blowing us over to the left a little bit. Southwest airport it is now, but it's very cloudy. Southeast. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so once we get into that real airport, we'll have a look at the mountains. pretty much be able to tell, hopefully. So what is that? So, the M1 junction there, is that, that's where the M1 joins the M69, isn't it? So, I believe, yeah, 'cause that's those industrial parks. So I need to go left here, don't I? Where you are. Hi, Ramsky, you alright? I have to check maps again. Yeah, so I believe, Deluxe, it's just over here where you are. So that's the retail park. If I turn over to the left, I believe this is your town, village, here. Yeah, mate, Rob, how's it going? How are you finding where you are? Yeah, you know what, Rob? I'm pretty impressed. Considering. Oh, Diotos, thank you very much for the follow coming in there. Very much appreciated. Here we grab out the drone cam. Right, let's have a look. Ooh. Right, hey, there's a Ryanair flight going up over there, look. So does this look like an area where we should be, Deluxe? Not as easy as you think trying to find your house. But I'm guessing that is your town where you live. Got a nice rainbow there. But now, can you zoom in and out on this? You can. So did that look anything like where you, your town? Hopefully it did. We'll spin round. Just to get back in internal. Rather low. Go lower. Right. I can't go much lower. And the lower I go, the faster the scenery is going to go past us. I need to see, find whereabouts we are now. So where's that retail park gone? There it is. Yeah, that's easy said than done on the drone cam. Yes. Seems to want to spin the camera around for some reason. No, there we go.
500.
Does that look anything like where it should do? Hopefully it does. But when you're trying to find a house and you don't know where it is, it's rather difficult. Right, hopefully that looked something like your home village. We'll head over in towards Leicester now. As we head out towards Leicester, we'll pick up the flight plan. I mean, you see, what you got to remember is the autogen houses and stuff are not going to look exact. Idea is that it should look similar. It would look, to be fair, it would look more like it from a higher altitude. The higher you are, you'd see the road shapes, so you get an idea of, you'd be able to plan out the road, like plan out the roads, sort of thing. That is normally the best way. It's quite difficult from sort of this height trying to pick out unless if you know exactly where you are. Like trying to pick out an house on this side would be rather difficult. But we're heading in towards Leicester city centre now. And you know, it looks pretty good to be fair. It looks nice. Definitely for Autogen anyway. It'd be interesting. Still really cool though. Yeah, no withers, no withers. Yeah, I mean, like let's quick go external now. We're over the city. You know that for Autogen, that is pretty damn good. It looks very nice, very nice. Yeah, Rob. Honestly, it does look great. When you're used to X-Plane, yeah, this looks something else. It's just interesting at the moment, just trying to get used to all the different controls. I keep using my numpad to try changing views. I need to really get into the settings on the camera views and see if you can assign like numpad keys to change different views and stuff. What version is it? So I've got the Premium Deluxe, Rob, but at the moment, like I said in the Discord, I don't have all the stuff what I purchased. There's a bit of an issue with Steam and the Xbox Live link, I believe at the moment, which is causing some issues. Because I can't wait to get into the Dreamliner 787. That will be fantastic. So we're approaching. We're pretty low. I need to get a bit of height so we can actually see where this runway is. Let's zoom in a little bit. That's rather difficult. Easier said than done. Yeah, I've headed directly towards the runway. Didn't realise how close I was there. So we'll see if we can do a very short landing here. So get rid of some speed. I believe that's a runway down there, isn't it? Is that a runway? Yep. So we'll fly out this way and then we'll turn back on ourselves and land on runway 2, is it 28, something like that. Frame rate, to be fair, Rob, is pretty good at the moment. I've got a couple of settings on Ultra. I've not fully played yet with the visual settings, but I mean it looks nice enough as it is, and the frame rate feels pretty smooth. Let me just watch this altitude where I am here, because this is the worst approach I've made up to now. That's gone. It's gone remarkably well. I'm a bit fast. Let's get some flaps down. Yeah, this is probably going in a little bit hot. Hopefully this runway is quite long. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. Yep. Let's float a little bit. Lose a bit of airspeed. And we'll just hold it there. Nice. See if we can let this turn off. Ooh, brake. Yep, nice. There we go, and we're down sort of safe. Love the squeakiness. It's great. Right. Welcome to Leicester, ladies and gents. Oh, we've got a new follower coming in. The Beard Balls. Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, sounds. Oh, where am I going here? I'm not concentrating at all. Right, let's just stop right there before we run back onto the runway. Yeah, the sounds, especially in this Cessna, are really good. I'm really enjoying the sounds. I think the clouds look a little bit too puffy at the moment. They look a little bit. I mean, obviously they're better than X-Plane clouds, miles better than X-Plane clouds. I mean, that doesn't take much beating though, does it? But yeah, they look a little bit strange, like especially, I mean, like I don't know what's going on here. Bit weird. It's good how they actually change those, they're burning up in the sun and that sort of thing. That's pretty cool. Let's see if we can adjust the settings for the clouds and keep a decent frame rate. Clouds. Where's the clouds? Have I gone past them? Probably have. Ah, volumetric clouds. Ultra. Apply and save. Well, this for the Cessna feels nice. To be fair, it feels pretty realistic. As I was saying, I've flown in a Cessna. So the handling feels decent. I mean, at the moment, I am using a gaming pad rather than my joystick. So you know, feeling's a little bit different. But I imagine once I get my yoke, it's gonna feel pretty good. Right, so I've just see the settings don't seem to make loads of adjustments. I mean, there's less dots on the clouds, but I don't know. Right, what was that airport where we wanted to go to next? Let us have a look. Let me have a look on the chat. What was it? Where's the chat gone? Yeah, thanks for carrying on watching, Deluxe. Don't forget, if you want to drop a like, if not liked, subscribe. I'll be doing plenty of streams and wait while I get all my content and we get on VATSIM. You know, there's going to be some amazing flights, and hopefully I'll put my teeth in. My God, I need more coffee. Yeah, we have a Discord where viewers do some group flights, and that, you know, if the viewers have got Microsoft Flight Sim and we do some group flights on here, it's going to be amazing. Especially with a bit of formation flying and stuff, that'll be pretty cool. Come to Berlin. Yep, right, so that's where we'll go next. So we've got Glasgow and Berlin. First things first, we've just said we're going to go to, if I can find in the chat, where was it? It wasn't in that chat, it was in this chat. So it's, let's do a search because I can't pronounce that whatsoever. Let's see if it actually works. Ale, is that the one? Ale, John, is that the one? Rocker? No, Val. Is it that one? SPZ. Yep, that's the one, isn't it? That is the one. Let's have a look. So, runway 28, that's alright. Yep, that's the one, SPZO. So we'll fly back in as well, SPZO, so we'll do a bit of a circuit. Flight conditions, live weather, live traffic. Let's have a look around then. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, it's definitely going to be good on VATSIM this. I'll get the update on that soon, like I said, once I get all my premium content. So we'll get into this 787. Do we want it night time, or do we want it sunrise? We'll change it to sunrise so we can actually see. So what we're doing, so should be slightly southeast to find the mountain range where it starts. Right, so first things first, let's just change time of day to, let's go just past sunrise. Ooh, it looks rather cloudy. Am I going to run into some clouds? Let's have a look. So what did we say? So southeast to mountain range. So that's going to be down here somewhere, I imagine, into clear sky. Yeah, shall we change that to clear skies? Live weather, clear skies. Wait, there we go. What time do we want it? Do we want it like midday or sunset? Shall we do a evening flight? Yep, that's what we'll aim for. Right. Let us go. So parking brake off. Full set. I say, if you're still there, Rob, one thing what is really sensitive is the rudder controls. The rudder is mental. Like you can just feel like you can just see it jumping all over. But don't seem to be getting much. What altitude? Oh my god, we're at 10,000 feet. No wonder why we've not got very much performance here. Hopefully this runway is nice and long. 10,000 feet is a struggle for the Cessna. Very much a struggle. Hopefully we'll get airborne pretty soon. It's good how that's programmed though, so you know, high altitude, less performance on the engine. Right, we should be able to get airborne. Oop, not that much. Oh my god, we're bouncing all over. Oh, we're coming back down. That's not a good thing, is it? So this is going to be a very slight climb here because we've not got very much engine performance whatsoever. Oh wow. This could go a little bit wrong. Let's try getting a little bit of altitude and then let's try getting some pitch put in there. There we go, that's more like it. There we go. Whew. So we need to get a little bit of altitude before we try tackling that mountain there. Could always whack the flap down one, I suppose. Is that going to give us a little bit more vertical speed? I don't know if we're going to... Oh, this is dodgy. This is very dodgy indeed. Wow. We're going to have to circle it out. We're going to have to turn right initially. We're pretty much at... We're almost going to be at the ceiling of operations here. In this Cessna 172. Well, we should have chose a different plane. Trimmed for about 8 or 9 degrees, so works out. Yep, definitely would be. They'd be like, yep, he's trying to fly a Cessna into the mountains. Watch for the explosion is what we're going to be thinking. Ah well, 3 fireworks. 3 fireworks. So we're throwing them out a little bit as well. Right, so we've got a 150 feet a minute climb, right? Up to 200. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. This is definitely gonna be interesting.
little bit of speed. 11,500 feet. Is it high enough to get over that mountain? No, it isn't. Just a quick question. Do we know how high this mountain range is? And is there a valley what I can attempt to go down? Am I on full? Ah. Oops. 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 Oops.
Stall.
Oh, why won't it let me put it on starter? Uh-oh. Start, please.
500.
Uh-oh.
Stall.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Stall.
Oh dear. Start. Please. Wait. Nope. Nope, I broke it. We may have to 17,000. Yeah, that's not going to happen. We're going to crash. Unfortunately.
Stall.
We're stalling. Oh dear, oh dear. It won't let me start the engine. Nope. Nope.
Stall.
We're crashing
Stall.
into the building.
Stall.
Oh dear. Boom, boom. Back screen. We died. We're dead. We're all dead. Right, we need a different plane if we're going to tackle that. Well, that is the end. Who put them buildings here? That's actually landed. Right, let's restart. So I didn't realise there that the mixture was on 50%. So I should have had a little bit more performance out of that engine. I don't think I'll get the 17,000 feet though. Let us see. Let's see. Don't know what happened there. Wouldn't let me restart the engine. I don't know what I pressed. Ready to fly. Let's have a look. Oh my god. What's going on here? Nope. Do it. Why is the camera angle not? There we go. 100%. So why is it doing that when? That's weird. Is it because... Okay, so... Let's try that. Nope. Right, doesn't like that, does it? Nope, it's not going to work. That. Can we change plane? I suppose what we could do, we could make ourselves a little bit lighter. Get rid of the co-pilot. Can we just get rid of him? 0. There we go. Payload. No. What we probably need. Yeah, do like that. Fuel. If we take the fuel right down to like 10%. Now fuel's going to be low, but that might give us a little bit of performance. Let's give it a try and break off. Full throttle. again. Big British, who's that? Big British Crumpet. Hi there, how's it going? Oh, I'm looking at the chat and not looking at the runway. Probably not the best idea. Right, let's see. No, performance is still shocking. Absolutely shocking. At this altitude, it's probably not going to work. Can we get airborne? Oh, we're airborne. Fly around this mountain, and then no, there's just no performance whatsoever at this altitude. The performance of the Sim is doing really well. The performance of the Cessna at 11,000 feet, that's questionable. That is really questionable. It's not. We were trying to find this mountain range for one of the viewers. But I think the altitude is a little bit high for this Cessna 172. So we'll fly around this mountain, see if we can get down this valley, which is, nope, that's no, nope, that's not going to work. Nope, that's a dead end. That's a definite, yeah, definitely 11,000 feet. You'd be alright if you got up to 11,000 feet and was flying level, but trying to climb at 11,000 feet, well, that's a different story completely. We might just make it over this mountain. But what we're going to do is we'll see if we survive. We'll try and trim these trees as we fly over them, and then we're going to head to where we're going to first. Where did Rob want us to go to? Oh, we've got a new follower, Big British Crumpet. Thank you very much for the follow, British Crumpet. Very much appreciated. Yeah, you finished work? Yeah, a bit. I think if you're used to X-Plane, it takes a bit to get used to like controls from the camera angle and stuff like that. But if you're a long-time flight simmer, you quickly feel at home in the sim. You know, especially if you've flown like GA aircraft.
500.
Yeah, 500 feet. Oh, we've managed to go up to 12,000 feet, and we've got a little bit of airspeed. A little bit better with taking less fuel. We're probably going to run out of fuel before we actually get to the mountain range though.
500.
Yeah, I'll be sure to give you a follow back as well as FSX for me. Ah, nice. So yeah, you probably feel pretty much at home, because I think a lot of the controls for like camera angles and stuff are pretty much very similar. Yeah, I watched something on YouTube. Was it Air Force something or other? He does all those videos with people flying around in hot air balloons and stuff. Looks a bit crazy. This looks very nice. So, you know, the mountain range, like this looks pretty good. To be fair, this does look pretty good. Let's get a quick external view while we're up here. The light's really good. Nice camera flare there. So, you know, the lighting and everything's really good. Very nice. Like, the detail of the blade reflections and everything look very good. Steam edition of next week. Yes. Oh yeah, Air Force Pro 95. That's the one. That is definitely the one. Yeah, there's some quite funny trolling videos on there. A detail now, so I'm probably flying over viewers' houses. Yeah, so that's what I've just been doing. We've been trying to find some people's houses, but obviously a lot of the scene is auto-gen, like, so the maps, you know, the roads and everything are pretty good, but then trying to
find people's houses proving a little bit more difficult, especially because, you know, if you know exactly where the house is, that's probably going to be easier. I might fly over my own house pretty soon. I did quick try to find it, but failed as I was doing a short flight from Doncaster Airport to Leeds. So tried flying via my house, which didn't work out 100% correctly. But yeah, in general, I think you'd definitely be able to find people's houses. If I suppose what would be ideal is if they give you a rough street and you found it on Google Maps first, so you had some kind of visual idea. So when you fly in VFR, you could visualize it a little bit. Let's have a quick look still again. Yeah, probably have to make it. That's that mountain range what you're talking about, isn't it? I'm guessing down there. I don't think we'll make it that far, to be fair. Right, so let's jump back in the cockpit. Where's this runway gone? So it's to the left. We'll land this back here. Done it again. I have number 5 on my keypad in X-Plane set to reset the view. So I keep pressing 5 on my numpad. There we go, here's the runway. Let's get rid of some throttle. We're a little bit high. Everything now goes to me. Yeah, catch you later, Crumpet. Thanks for dropping by and thanks for the follow. So much appreciated. I'll try catching. Do you stream? That is a question. If you stream, I'll definitely be catching you. Right, we're a little bit higher. Gone from not being able to get enough performance to too much performance. Let's get the flaps open to get rid of that airspeed. Looks nice though, flying into the sunset there. Nice, I'll definitely catch one of your streams on around 6. Well, I'm off all day today. I planned it off, not just because of this release, obviously, so it's my birthday as well today, so big happy birthday to me, whoop whoop. So yeah, couldn't have timed it better, birthday release or Flight Sim 2020. And the other half is at work all day, so I can stream pretty much all day. Right, we're coming in a tad high, but not to worry. I've completely shut off the throttle. Get a bit of throttle in there so we don't get too slow. Cheers, Rob. Thanks for the happy birthday. Yeah. Quick. Oh, that's a little bit low now. Question is, Rob, are you going to be purchasing now you've seen what it looks like? Oh, a little bit. Oh, float it. Oh, nice. And we're down. A little bit off centre line, but not too shabby. What airport did you want me to go to, Rob? Because that's where I shall head off to now. I just need to make a quick toilet stop while we're on the ground. We'll stop right there. And stop. Set the parking brake. Right, I'm just going to quick run to the toilet.
Mic off. Mic on.
Alrighty, toilet stop is completed. I am back. Glasgow, that is where we're going to next. Let's go to Glasgow. How's the weather up in Scotland, Rob? Is it cloudy, raining, snowing? Oh, we've got a tip coming in there from DO2S, £10.16. Thank you very much appreciated. Not necessary at all, but thank you. It is more than appreciated. Glasgow, it's EGPF, isn't it? EG Papa Foxtrot, Glasgow. Here we are. It's dull in Scotland. Well, let's just put live on. We'll have live everything. And we'll see if it's actually dull. So that doesn't look like it's dull on there. But when I flew out of Doncaster, it looked a little bit better weather than what it actually was. Although it looks like the sun is starting to break through now here. Where shall we go? Ooh, what's this? Let's find out. Oh, Ryanair, where's that? Going to EBCI. EBCI is, I'm not 100% sure. Glasgow. Where shall we fly to? What's that there? We could fly into an RAF base. Shall we fly over to Edinburgh? How long is that going to take? Like 70, so 20 minutes? Yeah, I think that'd be a nice flight, wouldn't it? That's what we shall do. Shall we start? Let's go 10 minutes. Yeah, I took off from Edinburgh earlier and it was overcast at 100 feet. Oh wow. That could be interesting. What's this? Oh, this shows us live departure. Oh, that's good. I'm not seeing that live airport activity. So, hey, that is pretty. I like that. I like that little feature. That is nice. Nice. Yeah, so probably about 20 minutes flight. And this. I'm gonna be taking advantage of the reduced price on Orbix at the moment as well, and purchase for seeing what I've already purchased for X-Plane, I think, for Microsoft Flight Sim, especially the ones that they've ported over. And I'm thinking about getting London City Airport. I've not got that on Orbix for X-Plane, but definitely going to be getting it for this. Be quite interesting. And then there's the London scenery, what they've done, so the custom buildings, those look really nice. And what I want to try is
Glasgow Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf
to
Sierra
link
Alpha
up to
and
my
runway
4K
23 ready
TV,
for takeoff east departure.
because that could be look really good. Right, let's have a look. Ready to fly. So, yeah, quite low clouds there. Do you want to have a quick look round, Rob, before we depart? See what we're looking like. Oh, that looks great, doesn't it? With sunlight coming through there, all the way over there. It's a shame you can't move it with a mouse. Yeah, you can't move with a mouse, can you? Oh, wow, you can tilt it. Okay. Nope. No, what am I doing here? Right, let's see if we can move forwards. Runway 23. And if you can make the camera move faster, I'm not sure. I'm sure there is a way, but I'm just not 100% sure yet as to how you can. Do you like a bit more height? I do like how the sunlight penetrating through the breaking the clouds there. let's have a look. Doesn't look too shabby. It'd be nice if a different water texture, so it's like the water texture of the sea is the same as the rivers, so you know, like I suppose if you're getting really technical, would there be so many ripples in the river? Don't think there would be. But yeah, it's for default airport. It doesn't look too bad. Right, let's get airborne. And we'll make this quick flight over to Edinburgh. So, parking brake off. Throttle is set. Let's try staying actually on the centre line. Like I said, this with the control using the left and right triggers on the controller is rather difficult, especially with the torque from the propeller as well. Let's get airborne. I'll just follow the runway heading. Initially bouncing all over. Oh, a little bit of a gust there then. Is it a bit windy in Scotland by any chance? It's like saying 8 not wind, but I'm guessing there's the odd gust. It's always windy in Scotland, isn't it? Sorry about that. No, I love Scotland, to be fair. I always enjoy it when we go up to Scotland. If I like it. No, I think it might just be odd gust, to be fair. There's only that one random gust there. So quick go external to leave the airport. It's rather nice. Let's go back into and let's turn on to our heading. So we'll level off at about 1800 feet or so. Should be alright. There isn't really that much of a mountain ranges between Glasgow and Edinburgh. They're all to the north, aren't the mountain ranges? Just make sure that trim doesn't run away a bit. So we can just sit below the clouds. Even a bit of that, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm quite impressed with. I need to turn the built-in air traffic control off, or bouncing about a little bit. That's what I'm quite impressed with, sort of like the road layouts and everything. So they really have taken all the nav data, what they've already got obviously from their maps. So that's pretty good, how accurate that is. The only thing I've noticed at the moment, some of the road texture, where am I going to this with that? Some of the road textures are a little bit questionable, but I don't know if that's due to one of my settings, but I need to have a look at. But overall, I don't think you can complain, to be fair, that for box standard scenery. So we'll fly sort of back over the airport as we get onto our heading. I love how you can see sort of like the rain on the edge of the clouds where the sunlight shines through. That is really good. Looks very nice indeed. So 2,000 feet, so we'll just level off a bit. We'll just reduce the throttle down ever so slightly. Already.
one thing I do like is when you set up a flight, it automatically programs it into the Garmin devices on here. 'Cause that is so fiddly. But that looks pretty good to me. Definitely looks pretty good. I'm loving it. But there's so many people streaming this at the moment. Nice shot off here. We're climbing again. Don't want to be climbing. Gust there. That is well modelled. That is something definitely different to what like the modelling obviously in X-Plane on the Cessna is really good, but what I have noticed on here is it feels a bit more realistic with true to life, I suppose, when you fly in the Cessna, where it sort of bounces around and sometimes you feel like you might want to put some input through the yoke, but you need to sort of let the plane just ride out the bumps in the airways, which is pretty good. Yeah, you've been up in a Cessna, right? You've flown in a Cessna, Rob. Pretty sure you have. You get that. You get those like bumps, don't you? But you just have to sort of let the plane ride it out. You can feel those on here, which is good. So if you can get that level of detail into the Boeings and the larger aircraft, that's going to be awesome. Yeah, I thought you'd been up in a Cessna a few times. There we go. So 2,000. So at we're like 2,000 feet. That looks pretty nice. That does look pretty nice. Yeah, like that. So see, no input there. Look, so we've got a bit. So that you would have to correct. Yes, let's do it while keeping it trim. Yeah, so literally just playing with the trim pretty much all the time, and just watching that heading as you get blown off course, like I did then. And yeah, once you've trimmed for your power setting, they tend to hold altitude pretty well. I'm quite tempted. I thought you would be. Yeah, I think at first I was a bit. I think when I first fired it up after it had downloaded and everything, I was like, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure. But the more I'm getting used to the controls and everything, yeah, I'm really enjoying it now. Really enjoying it. It'd be good to get into some of the other planes. I need to learn how to fly the Airbus because, as you know, I don't tend to fly Airbus. So that'll be interesting to get into the Neo and give that a flight, which might be something I do a bit later. I'm going to take a break from streaming shortly, get some food, getting rather hungry. What golf course is that? Is that a golf course down there? Yeah. It does look sexy though, doesn't it? It looks very sexy. Very sexy. Yeah, well, I do think Zibbo is going to fetch it over. I really do think that they, especially once they've finished recoding it all, I'm slowly gaining a little bit of altitude there. I just want to watch altitude, I don't want to climb too high. Yeah, especially now they're doing all the coding into C+, what they're being coding it into. rewriting all the systems and everything. Because I know they released some info that there's a fair few of them at the moment rewriting all the code. I think as like give it another month, and I think we're going to see a lot of people probably going to start fetching the plugins over. Otherwise, I think we're going to get left behind, because I do think this is probably going to take over as the Sim2F. Let's just reduce, so we give it a month or two. Yeah, like iron out some issues, I think. There's an odd bug, but you know, I've had a couple when I first started it. Sometimes the launch seems to bug out and it can crash when you're trying to launch the game, the sim. But once you're in the sim, it seems pretty stable. Let's just reduce power down a little bit. Definitely be interesting to fly using a yoke instead of my controller at the moment. That will be interesting. I need to sort out how many notifications go on there, don't it? It goes crazy. It's because Streamlabs and Nightbot's doing its thing. Let's have a look. So, a little bit of blowing about there. Keep 100 knots. But it even shows you traffic as well on the radar there. That's cool. About coffee and food time, yeah, definitely. Once I get into Edinburgh, that's what I'll be doing. I'm going to get some food. It's weird when drunk, I don't know, yeah. Don't know where the plane is. Ah, there it is, look. Zoom in. Don't know how you zoom into it. Right, let's. Oh, whoa. Oh my god, what is going on here? Where are you going, Marcus? Is the question. Carried away with that drone cam, man. Yeah, well, we're about halfway there. Try keeping at this altitude. Seems like a nice altitude to be holding. Hope you're all enjoying the stream. Oops. Hopefully they've sorted out the issue at the moment with the Deluxe. little bit of weather over there. Wonder if... So that's pretty well trimmed. Let's have a look what we've got in here. Do all these work? I ever do. That's cool. AFR. It's on. Back. Orders. Go. No. Live. It's cool, isn't it? Just watch where we're going here. Oops. So can we fetch all these up? Thank you. Don't know if we can. No. That's cool, isn't it? That's how it works. Bum, 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 bum. This game's gonna be there. We just need to watch how low we're getting here. Try. There's some windmills coming up. We don't want to be getting hit by those. Just trim up a little bit. Just gain a little bit more line. Get back up to 2,000 feet. Bum, bum, bum. Cloud looks a bit dodgy, doesn't it? Showing up a little bit here. Bum, 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 bum. Sunlight coming through. Little bit blustery. So 11 mile to go. Not too much further. As we head over to the east side of Scotland. East west, should I say? East west. Cracking up. Cracking up. Not too much further, just over 10 miles. What time is it? bit of a dark cloud coming over. We're going to get rained on with the looks of it. Quick external view there, while we're well trimmed. Nice. Feels very dynamic, doesn't it? Our landscape. Hi there. Mr. Sotogursi, hard landscape. Not 100% sure what you're meaning there. I guess you mean so we're in Scotland, so the landscape is very hilly further to the north. Over that way it's very mountainous, highlands. We're in the flatter part of Scotland at the moment, flying over from where was it flying from? Glasgow, isn't it? Yep, that's the one, Glasgow. Right. Complete mind went blank, went Glasgow to Edinburgh. Short little hop here in the Cessna 172. The runway is directly in front. Might be able to see the airport soon. I believe it's over here somewhere. Definitely the airport down there. Can we set up the arrival on here? Right, so we need to turn right anyway, and then line ourselves up. The runway, is it 06 at Edinburgh, something like that, isn't it? I believe it's 06. Rob will know if he's back, if it's 06 or not. Is that actually the airport or not? I don't think that is it? It must be. Or is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it definitely is. Alright, let's reduce the power. A little bit high. Obviously, it's been a little bit high. Yeah, we're starting to slow down now. It's probably going to be a little bit bouncy going in there. It is. Yep, it's correct. Let's lose a little bit of height. Ever so slight crosswind coming in. Reduce
So I'll fall down a bit further. Flaps can go down. One of the things I do
500.
notice on here is when you... just in time, Rob, just in time. One thing I do notice on here is when you drop the flaps down, you don't get that huge like balloon effect. Let's have a look. That's coming in a little bit on the slow side now. Let's get a bit more throttle on because we're going to be a bit low. Just hold that altitude there for now. Let's go back onto profile now. So we don't lose all power. We're going to be just before the touchdown zone. Yep, floating. Just level up before we touch. Ooh, a little bit rough. Not too bad. Not too bad. Slow it down. Yep. I need to, hopefully when I get some rudder pedals that will be a little bit smooth on the rudder to be able to turn the sensitivity down a little bit. Right, so I believe there's an exit coming up very shortly. Here it is. So we'll taxi towards gate. And then I'm going to get some food. There's taxiway here. Flaps back up. Fly over Toldo, Spain, please. I will do. I'm just going to have a quick break. As I've been streaming for a while now and I'm rather hungry. We're just going to get packed up. I'll leave the stream running. It's literally going to be about 10-15 minutes. And then yeah, we can head into Spain and have a look what we like over Spain. It'd be quite interesting actually flying in, doing a bit of island hopping, like from like Mallorca to Ibiza or something like that. That'd be quite interesting, wouldn't it? Right, let's get parked up. Look at those clouds, amazing. And hopefully, I'm dying for them to have sorted out the issue we're having at the moment with people who purchase from Steam, because Dubai Airport would look amazing, I would think. Dubai Airport is so nice. Right, so there we are, we're parked up. Let's put the parking brake on. There we go, parking brake is on. So when you're in external view, that's to focus, isn't it? Right, so yeah, I'm going to take a quick break and then I will be back and we will head over to Toldo in Spain, if that's pronounced correctly. I ain't got a clue. But yeah, that is definitely where we will head over to. In fact, I will load it up into... Do you have a airport code which is close by? Let's have a look, because I can load into that airport.
So we'll do Spain. Let's have a look. Is there an airport close by? I'm sure there is. Or even an airstrip or just something. Airport. Search nearby. Here we go. Oh, there's got to be one closer than that, surely. So that's quite a distance away. So that's Madrid. Let's have a look. Nope. That's definitely not the right one. Let's have a look. Do you know? No, it doesn't look like I can find an airstrip close by. Let's have a look. If I put a satellite imagery on, that might work a little bit better. I'm sure there's a small airstrip somewhere. What's that? Is that an airstrip? Nope, it's not an airstrip. So that's all we need. Do you know of one? If you do, speak up now, because it would be very beneficial. It would help a lot. What's this here? Is this a runway? Nope, that's not a runway. Let's do a quick search. Go back. Search. Is that the right one? Nope, that's definitely not the right one. Is that spelled right? Have I spelled that right? It's not that one either. I don't think there's an airport close by. Let's go to Madrid. Let's zoom in a bit and let's see if we can find one by doing it that way. Probably going to be that one there, isn't it?
a little distance away soon. Probably this one. That one going to be closer. That's the closest one, isn't it? Found it. So, yep. So we'll get past this. That's departure. Flight conditions. We want live. Right, so we'll load that up, and then I'm going to quick grab some food once this is loaded. Grab a quick drink. I'll leave it on the view for you all. Get a external view on. Put the drone up into the air. Oops. There we go. Right, we'll leave it on there, and I will be right back.
Mic off. Mic on.
Right, my dinner is in the oven. Let me just put that back up there. There we go, that's more like it. And we will jump back into the sim for 5-10 minutes, just while Matcha King Yuzhons bake. Oh my god, I'm definitely losing the plot. Right, so we're gonna fly over. Somebody very kindly asked if we could fly over Toldo in Spain. So I think this is the closest airstrip I can get. We're starting cold and dark, so let's get some power on. That's alright. Power can go on, fuel pump can go on. Don't need that on. Nav lights, we might as well put all these on now anyway, because we're going to be going straight out. There we go. Started up. It's all good. Feels like it's kicking out a little bit of heat. It's starting to warm up. There now. Just put the fan on a little bit. Right. Let us take off the parking brake. We're not going to get pushed back, we're just going to sort ourselves out. It looks like we may hit this plane. Plenty of room. I got the wrong way onto the runway, probably, more than likely. So then, I believe we need to head southwest from here, I believe it is. Although I don't think if it was wanting me to fly, it's still in the stream. But we'll take off, we'll get airborne. Like I said, I've got about 10 minutes until my dinner's ready, so we'll just have a quick flight over here, see what it looks like. Full power. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna sink. I'm trying to trim. Chew! Chew! I've got sneezes now. So. Start to. Climbing to. I'm gonna be climbing that quick though. 10 degrees nose up, should be okay.
this way. First time we've actually flown at this height. So we'll head over this way. And I think I'm gonna, once I've got over here, and dinner will be ready, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna have a look, see if there's the update for the issue with the Steam purchase. And I can play around in the menus and stuff. I might give the Airbus a test flight out of one of my local airports, see if I can get my head around how to fly the Airbus. I've not really flown Airbus before. I'm more of a Boeing kind of person. And then I'll do a stream. Let's see, and you're back. Welcome back. Well, I believe that's where I'm heading to. I believe on the navigation down here, the TLD is where I need to be going. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully that looks correct. We will find out, because you'll be able to tell me better than what I know. I believe that's where it is. Quick still. Is it a... In fact, probably best off looking on... If I go to the maps and go to satellite view, I should be able to sort of work it out. Where the river sort of like snakes down to it, doesn't it? There's a river that snakes down to it. Is that river down there? Probably. Not 100% sure. Do we reckon? Yeah, because that's the road and it goes round. That's like that. Yeah, that is definitely it. So I need to be heading south from here. So literally directly south is where it is. It's the first time I'm going to use autopilot. Let's see if I can work it out. So what I want is, oops. Don't know what. Probably not the best thing. What I want to do is hold altitude. Oops. Nope. Ah, there we go. Altitude hold mode is on. Gauge autopilot. So that should hold altitude. And how do I change the heading bug? Is it this one? Nope. Ah, heading. Let's see. I'm gonna move this faster. Ah, there we go. Heading. Heading. Yep, that's better. Heading wants to go probably that way a little bit. So with all that set, at a nice speed, gonna put an external view. But we're climbing, we shouldn't be climbing, should we? We should be holding the altitude to 5,100. Yeah, there we go. It's more like it. So down to 5,000 feet. Seems good.
like a plan. Just over 5 minutes, so I need to go get my dinner out of the oven. A little bit of air traffic showing up on the radar now. I wonder if we can see those. So there's somebody literally out to my right. Don't think we're going to be able to see them though. Don't know what altitude they're at or anything. Yeah, so on here, this area here is Toldo. Because that there, as it shows the road, that's the CM40. That's CM42. This is the A42 road, what goes in to Toldo, I believe. Hopefully that makes a bit of sense. Should be literally pretty much just in front of us. Is another airport there, look. So I'm going to float from there to it. Where's the roads gone? Just have to leave it to load a minute. Right, well we're nearly there. Hopefully you're still in the stream. I think you are. Yep, you are. It's typical. There is an airstrip down there somewhere. Which could have blown out of. Just on there. Is Toldo in front of me. Pretty sure it is. It's look a little bit better as we get a bit closer. I'm pretty sure that is the place we was looking for. Not thereabouts. If I get the drone camera on. That's going to be any better. Where's my plane? There's my plane. Beard balls, why are you playing from? I'm just doing a quick flight for the viewer to Toldo in Spain. Just wants to, I'm guessing it's his local village, town. We want to see how well it's been drawn into the simulator, so we're just flying over. I believe it's this village here, or maybe just a bit further down. That's the main road that goes into it. And what was that before? The following or death crash the plane. No. All that happens if you crash in
Microsoft Flight Sim is you get a black screen and it says you crashed. So it's a bit pointless to be fair. There we go. So I believe that is Toldo. Hopefully you're seeing this and you can tell me if that is actually Toldo or not. However you pronounce it, Toldo. Toldo. Hopefully it is, and hopefully it looks pretty much like you would expect it. Other than that, or is this it down? Ah, I think this could be actually down here. I think that's a little village just before. Let's jump back into the side of the plane. Ah yeah, no, we're not actually over Toldo yet. That's one of the outer villages, and my time is ready. So stop that. I need to go get some food out of the oven very shortly. Let's have a quick look at that range on there. Let's zoom it in a bit. Maps. So we're just coming into it. I think that was Bargas. I think what I've just flown over. Or pretty close to there. So it should be a bit like a sports centre by the looks of it in the middle, next to a roundabout. Let's see if we can spot that. Let's go external. Ah, there it is, look. I believe that's what I was looking for. Yep, that's that sports centre. Like it. Let's disconnect autopilot. Turn over this way. So, macro start. Does that look like you expected? I think it should do, because looking on Apple Maps, that's that sports centre what I thought. So I imagine that looks pretty realistic. Looks like it does to me. Right, and for the following of death, I will crash into Toldo, because then I really need to go grab my food before it burns. So, let's overspeed. Oh, and we've stressed it. There we go. Overstressed the aircraft and caused critical damage. That is what a crash looks like in Microsoft Flight Sim. Right, main menu. I will be right back. Like I say, in fact, no, I'm going to end the stream right there. Thank you very much for your follows. Whoever's followed, thank you. You know, the donation what came in from Dietos. Thank you very much appreciated. I'm going to have a quick break while I have some food. I'm going to see if there's any updates like I say, with this, what's going on with Steam, and I will be back later. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Mic off. Powering off.